All of them highlighted the diversity and inclusivity and how that was the focus instead of it being a genuinely amazing Dragon Age experience. But now everyone is starting to question the journos reviews, how they're using the same pictures, they're using the same wording, and they're also highlighting the same exact talking points, which means they're either written by AI or they all are going off of a script. Now, I do not trust the mainstream media and I do not trust critics. When I want to form an opinion on a game, I don't go by what they say. I play it myself. I give it a chance myself because I think it's only fair if I'm talking about a product on this channel that I experience it myself, because a lot of the times the critics and users do not align. And I do not think that is going to happen here, because while there are a lot of reviewers who are giving it hundreds, there are some other content creators like YouTubers, for example, saying it's only mid, it's only okay, it's not what they expected, and it's a disappointment. But we now are kind of piecing together a lot of articles, seeing the way that the media is wording their reviews, and it's very freaking suspicious. Now, a big reason why so many people do not trust journalists is because a lot of the times they're paid off, or at least they seem to be paid off, right? They have these perfect opinions as if they're afraid to speak negatively about a product because they do not want to lose access to upcoming games. They don't want to lose access to review codes. And with Dragon Age the Veilguard, most of them are saying that this is amazing because of its diversity and its inclusivity, and they're not really aligning with what gamers seem to think of the preview material that we've seen. Now, maybe when this releases in a few days, all of our opinions will change. Maybe this will truly be a 10 out of 10 game, but when I see critics giving it 100s, but then all of their articles are parroting the same talking points, it just doesn't look good in my opinion. And I do definitely think that BioWare probably gave them a script to go off of, and most of them are too afraid to, speak their own genuine opinions. Or maybe this is really how they feel, because we know that the people that work at the Kotakus, the gamers, the Polygons, they are all activists who care more about diversity and representation versus genuinely good storytelling. But Nuri had posted, not that anybody is surprised that BioWare is paying journalists to try and save this dumpster fire, but they should have at least made an effort unto making it seem like they weren't copy-pasted titles, same pictures, and this is something that I had pointed out in one of my previous videos, is that they were all covering it in the same exact way. As you can see, Kotaku wrote an article saying in Dragon Age the Veilguard, this dialogue option lets you declare your character is trans. Gamers Live Plus, never heard of them by the way, in Dragon Age the Veilguard, this dialogue option lets you declare your character is trans. The Gamer, unlike many RPGs, Dragon Age the Veilguard lets you establish that your character is trans, and it even gives you unique dialogue. And I have to say this a lot, I am for as many options as possible for gamers, but they are clearly shoving identity politics into this title in order to pander to a very small minority of people. I mean, they really do not care about what the majority of gamers want, which is a genuinely amazing fantasy experience, because having a character who is, not exactly sure who they are or is questioning their identity isn't really that crazy. If you look at characters who go on a hero's journey, right? They constantly question their actions, why they're doing what they're doing, what they care about, what they're trying to change within the world. And then, of course, they have to look internally and they're looking at how they themselves as human beings are changing. But in this case, my big issue is the modern language, the current day language. Oh, we have top surgery scars. We, of course, have characters establishing that they are trans. We have terms like non-binary being put into this game. There are ways to put your opinions and your viewpoints and also content that you would like into a game where a character might be questioning who they are without using modern day terms. And that is what makes this game woke. That is the issue that gamers have these days, but that is what these activists do not understand. Oh, whoopee-doo, you want to sit here and say your character's trans to yourself, okay, whatever, but having it as options, using terms like non-binary and transgender and having top surgery scars in a fantasy dragon game is really fucking weird. And I think the majority of people would agree with that.